So one of the principles that we use in Bowen work is that we tend to work more superficially in the body first, and there are very good reasons for that. Because if you imagine, you had a shopping bag, for example, and it was kind of stuffed full of shopping, and you wanted to put something into the middle of it, you couldn't do that. And it's the same with the body. We want to release all the superficial structures first to allow the deeper structures to rearrange. So, for example, one of the ways that we work with the shoulder is to work the more superficial muscles of the deltoid first, because a lot of issues with the shoulder are to do with the deep structures. And when we begin to work the superficial structures first, it just naturally allows more movement and more fluidity into the area for the deeper structures to respond. So, for example, with the shoulder here, one of the ways we might work is to work the posterior deltoid, which you can see here is coming over Naomi's arm and attaching onto the humerus here. So we'll often work that one first by just moving over it. So again, with a lot of Bowen moves, we're taking the slack, as we can see, right onto the edge of the structure, which at the moment is the posterior border of this deltoid muscle, and just lifting up and challenging it. And as Naomi is breathing out, we're going to move up and over it fairly quickly to get a roll. Bring the arm over. And then we're just going to jar the shoulder a bit. Now there's good reasons for this as well, which I'll explain in a sec. Bringing the arm back, and then we're going to move over the anterior part of the deltoid. And again, this is just allowing that muscle to relax. Is that okay for you?
Yeah.
And to give more space in the joint. And again, that jarring type move we use a little bit in Bowen, and part of that is to activate certain receptors in the fascia. We call them Pacini receptors, which respond to these sudden pressure releases. That has a very, very big effect on what we call proprioception. So it helps bring mobility back into the joints.